We're getting so much news regarding this Diablo Immortal update, and we have more today. Check out this schedule here of stuff. Almost every single day on the Chinese blog, we're getting more details, which are, as we mentioned in previous videos, it's difficult to figure out what's actually going on, but in today's, we have a little bit more information. It's a shorter post here today, but the details are a little bit more honed in on what's coming. Now, the 30th is only 8 days away. We're gonna know more and more as time goes on. And this one is a new battle, a new PvP, a new PvE, not really sure, but a new battle mode or a new way to fight inside of Diablo Immortal. Now, everything up top here is essentially the same. He says, this time, the third major version of Diablo Immortal, Magic Tower Conflict, will be launched on the 30th. New plots, new dungeons. You see that? New dungeons, we were talking about that yesterday. Okay, new missions, new gameplays are constantly being revealed. Diablo Immortal will once again open the door to an adventure for players. They didn't say new dungeons yesterday, but in today's, they said new dungeons. We mentioned it, we were right, and I'm feeling good about it. Now we have this pillar image. Let me zoom in a little bit here for you guys. We got this pillar image, and this is something that's gonna be surrounding the fight that we're going to be getting into, which is exciting. So let's read a little bit more. We're going to read all of the text here today, and we've seen this image down here before as well. This is not a new image. We saw that when we mentioned PvP 3 days ago. Exploring the ancient ruins, gathering dusty spirits. Let's hone on in here for this. When the adventurers set foot on the land of the isolated island, a battle storm among the unions is quietly brewing. Now, what that says to me is that says Shadows versus Immortals to me. That's what I get out of that. Back into it. The adventurers came to the megalithic ruins with the mission of the Union, and after entering the basement level of the Tower of the Upside Down, there were countless grievances floating in the air. There are either adventurers who have visited here or immortals who have long been sleeping here. Our souls of the souls of Nephilim that left over from the ancient times. Sorry, I'm a little stuttering over my words right there. Okay, so I think we're confirming here that this is another Shadow versus Immortal event. They're talking about the Tower of Upside Down, the basement level of it, which is actually the top of the tower then, I guess, if it's upside down, right? It's gonna be cool to see what that actually looks like. Now, they talk about more here. Okay. In order to find out the truth, adventurers must keep going. So this is like, is this like a Raid the Vault? Like you have to keep going? I'm not sure. Wraths come flooding inside like a tide, blocking the adventurers' footsteps. If you want to go to a deeper place to explore the truth, adventurers must purify these wraiths. In the center of the area, the adventurer finally saw the Kus purification platform. Adventurers can start the purification ceremony by activating the Kus purification platform with specific relics. So we're seeing here, this is reminding me of PvP as it is right now as well. There's objectives that you have to do. Move the statues along, occupy the space of the statues, objective-based PvP. I don't love objective-based PvP. I like straight-up PvP, but this looks like it's going to be something objective-based on the different tiers and pillars of this upside-down castle platform, and we're in the basement of it. And during the purification ceremony, there will be countless monsters watching. The battle is on the verge of breaking out. So monsters are watching. So what that tells me is this is a PvE and a PvP experience. So we have PvE because of the monsters that are watching that you may have to fight, and PvP because we're really focusing on some type of an objective-based battle mode, which sounds like a Raid the Vault mixed with a current battleground situation. But there's a little bit more we're going to read on. Now, protect the purification device, a new way to fight in the faction. In the faction tells me that we're talking about Immortals versus Shadows yet again. Let's read deeper into this. Adventurers need to go through hardships to activate the purification device, and in the process, they may also face the signal that the device is attacked. Okay, not sure what that means. A group of monsters seem to have a certain purpose and started to attack crazily. In order to successfully complete the purification, adventurers must repel the invading monsters. All right, so this is the PVE. We're trying to get these objectives done, which does not happen in current battle mode. We're trying to get objectives done, and we're being attacked by monsters. So it's like a horde mode, trying to do the objectives, which then may open up into a PvP element. Let's read on. In the Peerless Tower of Disaster, adventurers need to kill monsters coming from different directions. Only after repelling all monster attacks can the purification ceremony be successful. So you have to completely clean out all of the PvE, all of the monsters. And if you don't know what PvE is, because you're that new to this stuff, PvE is when you fight against creatures that are created by the game itself. It's not fighting against a real other person. Waves of elite monsters will of course bring generous drop rewards. All right, so we're gonna get rewards from that, cool, but waves reminds me of horde mode or the defense of the castle. It seems like they're taking defensive castle, it looks like they're taking the raid the vault, and they're taking PvP and mixing up all those game modes into something new here. Waves of elite monsters will bring great rewards. I like the idea of rewards. We need those. Only the trade union that successfully completes the purification task will have the chance to occupy the magic tower. Okay, so the trade union, this is where I'm believing it's the PvP element. Only one person can be on top. That kind of screams out PvP to me. Now we have another image right here. We're gonna zoom in on it really quickly. There we go. So it looks like this is going to be the thumbnail as well. If you want to take a better look, take a look at the thumbnail. It looks like there's these platforms and then the center. Notice we have over here a platform where we can have some people fighting, a platform over here where we could be taking on waves of enemies, and then a bridge that goes to the center, and only one can hold the purification platform. This is the purification platform. These are probably where the battles are going to take place, and only one can fight it out after they complete their battles on these bridges to make it to the purification platform and own it and have it as their own. From the image and from what I'm reading, that's what it looks like. If you're adventurous, spring is just around the corner. The spring Diablo Immortal comes with a large version of Magic Tower Clash. On March 30th, 2023, let's start a new adventure exploring the Magic Tower and purifying the undead together. I think that the last part right here really spells out what's coming in this update. These towers, these platforms with the bridges really kind of lays out how the PvE could happen into the PvP battle onto whoever is going to get, earn, and hold that purification tower in the center. This is exciting stuff. Whether I love the new PvP mode or whether I don't like it, it is still a new mode coming to Diablo Immortal, which is definitely a positive thing. I'm going to be live streaming all of this when it does launch on the 30th, and I'll probably be doing another live stream, maybe, I don't know what game mode, but something fun for you guys soon. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on update videos, latest information, because honestly, between this Chinese blog and our data miner action ARPG Diablo, I don't remember, I'll link him in the Twitter, I forget his handle. Well, we know everything first. I'll see you guys tomorrow.